Afternoon. Shaka, hang loose, mahalo. My name is Jim Narvios, attorney Jim Narvios. I represent the Narvios Law Firm. I believe in justice, so it's an honor to be here for the 5th year straight, ladies and gentlemen. iFest United States, make some noise. iFest USA. We have a special program for you today. It is an occasion. Every single year it grows better and better. It gets stronger and stronger. So thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. It's a brand new year. Ladies and gentlemen, can I hear somebody say brand new year? Brand new year? And one thing that's beautiful is that every single day is a brand new day. Now with that being said, did you know that Houston, Texas is the most diverse city in the whole entire nation? Through each and every single one of our cultures, the fabric that we paint here in the beautiful city of Houston, Texas, we are beautiful. Am I right or am I right? And one thing that I believe is that disagreements and misunderstanding is what's rooted in the hatred that produces the negativity that separates us. So diversity is important, right? But the word die means to separate, dilute, diverge, dissect, to separate. Verse means harmony. So we can transform the word diverse and embrace each other's diversity, but make the word diverse universe. Ladies and gentlemen, can I hear somebody say universe? And together it's you and me in unity, beautifully amusing me, so use the keys that humans need to justify what you believe. Who's ready for a show this afternoon? Now with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce your co-host today, Mr. Devin Clark. You might have seen him in KPRC. He is a local celebrity here. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Mr. Clark.
Jim, thank you for that very, very wonderful introduction. I wouldn't call myself a celebrity, but I am definitely honored to be here. Hopefully I can match your energy because you've been doing a great job. But Houston, thank you all so much for having me. As Jim mentioned, I am a reporter with KPRC. And here in this beautiful city of Houston, this diverse city, the best part about being able to report and tell the local stories of the community is that they are all from different places culturally. I'm able to speak to people from all walks of life and able to come together and bring you the news that we have here in the city of Houston. But before I start, I do want to take some time to recognize the victims in Uvalde and in Buffalo. As I was planning to come here, I was thinking about how I was going to talk about this, and it just kind of struck me that it's unfortunate that those two incidents just happen to be the two most recent incidents of its kind. We're dealing with so much mass shootings, and then I thought about why. A lot of times, hatred is rooted in misunderstanding, as Jim mentioned. But the most beautiful thing about this festival is that we are doing just the opposite. We are coming together, different cultures from all over the world, celebrating our differences, coming together to get a better understanding of who we are, who each other is. When you break down those walls, when you break down those barriers, when you get rid of the misunderstanding, you're able to come together. You're able to unify. And that is exactly what the iFest is about. With that, as Jim mentioned, we have performers from all over the world, different cultures, and the first performance that we have, I promise I didn't plan this dashiki, but it is the Kumankale African Dance Group. They are a diverse group of people here bringing you a special vibe. Before I even talk myself to death, I'm gonna let one of the lead performers come up and kind of give us an idea of what is gonna go on. So everybody welcome her to the stage. How you do? Talk to everybody. What is your name?
I am Christina Gerard Sela.
All right, and what is the group called?
We are Kumankale African Dance and Drum Ensemble, Houston's premier African cultural ensemble.
I've had the opportunity to see you all Give it up, give it up. I had the opportunity to see you all perform at the Joe Sample Soundstage a few months ago, so I already know that we're in for a very dynamic performance. But for those out there who might never have heard of Kumankale, talk to us a little bit about what this is, where this dance came from.
So today we are representing South Africa. Everyone say Zulu.
Zulu.
But we as an ensemble represent the cultures from Guinea, Senegal, Mali, the Congo, and of course, South Africa. So this is vernacular dance, which means that movements represent something, a role that we play, a duty that we do during the day, or a particular celebration or time of year in an individual's life.
All right, and here in Houston, we've brought that South African culture right to Space City. Talk to us a little bit about the group that's going to perform today. Where did you guys meet each other?
Oh, wow.
How long has the group been in existence?
So next year, 2023, will be our 20th year. We will be celebrating our 20th anniversary. We all met during various things. So I, of course, was training with an ensemble here that was already in existence. They are since defunct. And I met one of our drummers there, and he's been drumming with me for the past 18 years. And then, of course, it's always better when it's kept in the family, correct? So all of my daughters, I have 3, and I also have 3 grandchildren. They all drum and dance as well.
Wonderful.
And then, of course, we've met professional individuals as well as community members who have come to our weekly classes and been able to progress to audition for the professional company. Yes.
Perfect, perfect. And then, so look, we are here with the iFest. This is all about unity, and we're trying to make the world a more unified place, a place of better understanding where we can get together and not judge each other, but celebrate each other, especially for our differences. What is one thing you think we could do as a society to kind of make understanding a little bit more prevalent?
I personally believe that if we executed a greater standard of tolerance and education, then that would lead us to a more unified front. Just the basic concept of community and less of self. So if it doesn't hurt you, leave it, because to someone else it may mean the world. So if we can just exercise a little bit more tolerance, then I think that could lead us to greater unity and a greater community.
Beautifully said. Well, without further ado, we will welcome the Kumankale African Dance Group to the stage.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the stage.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And this last dance that we're sharing from you, again, is from the Zulu people of South Africa. Everyone say Zulu. Zulu. So, what I need you to do, because this next dance is to find out who is the best dancer, yes? So when you see something you like, I need everyone to take a deep breath and let out a great big heart.
Everybody give it up for the Clebration African dance group. Beautiful performance, beautiful performance. I wanted to get out there, but my suit's kind of tight. I just ate lunch, you know. But when I take this suit off, round two, all right? Round two.
I don't have an excuse. I should have gotten out there, but look.
Next time, next time.
All right, we're going to keep this show rolling, folks. We have another special performance from a completely different side of the world. The Serbian folkloric group. Everybody welcome them to the stage.
And at any point, ladies and gentlemen, you have any questions, I've met these individuals, we've met these individuals. It's very beautiful whenever you can go up to them and ask them about their culture. They are more than happy to share their culture with you, learn something new, meet someone new, and do something new. One more time, round of applause, y'all.
All right, well, I'll let you introduce yourself. What is your name?
Hi, I'm Sonia, and I'm here representing our folklore group, which is called Serbia. Vasily Alfonsi, and you see it in the background here.
Amazing costumes and an amazing performance I know you have lined up for us. Before we get into that, can you just kind of walk us through where the inspiration for this style comes from?
So this is a pretty old style of dance. It originates in the beginning of 19th century, and it's really a dance that was performed in the villages for the village feast. And usually village feasts are celebrated for patron saints, and every village will have a different one. And so several villages will come together, and this is the dance that will perform. There will be somewhat of a competition. Also, this is back in 19th century and even 18th century. That was the only place to meet future husband or wife. So it was an opportunity to show off your skills, your grace, your beauty, or your strength if you're a man.
Amazing, amazing. And just talk to me about this diverse group of people. I see children, I see adults here. Is that generally how it works?
No, this is very unique. Usually we have a separate groups, but we started about 5 years ago, and we are actually part of Serbian Orthodox Church in Cyprus. Church is called San Sava, and we started 5 years ago, and we had just very small group. Can I have people raise hand that were in the original group? So this is it. So there were just few, and we grew in time. And we have a separate groups for kids and adults, but we decided to combine, and this is very unique. We have whole families perform, so similar to our South African, friends. This is a family affair. Also, the dads are playing the instruments, so it is quite an honor to be in this group. Obviously, with 5 years, kids grew a lot, so now we are shorter. So we grew in size, and we, in terms of membership, but we also, we have kids that grew us a lot as individuals. They grow in faith, grow in love, and it's so beautiful to see them in this way.
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, family is a very centric theme in diversity and culture, and it's also wonderful that we get together to grow together and share something meaningful in our culture. So with that being said, unity is something that we embrace in our family. That's what keeps the family unit together. What are some golden nuggets, some advice you might share with somebody that you've never met before on how to strengthen unity?
I would say just love. Love is really in the fundamental of everything. You love your neighbors, you love your family, love your community, and do as much as you can for that community. With that, we will really grow in unity, and everything will be much better. So make sure that you do good things every day for everybody around you, and just spread the love, because with that, we will defeat any problems we have in this world.
Big round of applause for love, y'all!
I love that message. All right, and without further ado, I will let y'all take it away. We are excited to see everything y'all have in store, so let's go. Yeah, absolutely.
So we will have 3 dances now. So we will start with the first dance that is coming from Southeast Serbia. It is called Stara Planina, or Old Mountain. So I will invite the group to step forward. Opa. 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 Napred. Opa. 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 Give it up for Stara Planina. Our next dance is going to be from a region called Šumadija, which is central Serbia. So it is a region that has a lot of forests. So it is the name by forest. And we will have here mostly kids ensemble. Unfortunately, a couple of kids got sick last minute and they couldn't perform. So we have a couple of parents stepping in to help. But we want to say hi to Mia and Lazar that couldn't be here today. So let's just take it away, Smiljane. Opa. Ruke. Opa. Opa.
Igrale se delije na sred zemlje Srbije. Igrale se delije na sred zemlje Srbije. Sitno kolo dokola, čulo se do Stambola. Sitno kolo dokola, čulo se do Stambola. Svira frula iz dola, frula moga sokola. Svira frula iz dola, frula moga sokola. Sitno kolo dokola, čulo se do Stambola. Sitno kolo dokola, čulo se do Stambola. Čulo se do Stambola, carskog grada Ohola. Čulo se do Stambola, carskog grada Ohola. Igra kolo dokola, nehaje za Stambola. Igra kolo dokola, nehaje za Stambola. Igrale se delije na sred zemlje Srbije. Igrale se delije na sred zemlje Srbije. Sitno kolo dokola, čulo se do Stambola. Sitno kolo dokola, čulo se do Stambola. Sitno kolo dokola, čulo se do Stambola. Sitno kolo dokola, čulo se do Stambola.
Opa. And for our last dance, we will perform Shopski Ingrev. It comes from East Serbia. And this is very lively dance, so expect a lot of cardio here. But I do want to thank you, and it was a pleasure to represent Serbia here. I also want to thank Father Dejan, who is our Reverend Priest in the St. Sava Church for blessing us to come here. And if you have any questions about Serbia, please come and ask us. And thank you again, and pleasure to meet you all.
Welcome you all. Really, our pleasure to be here this year. We have been here in the festival 20 years ago as well, and for a number of years. But certainly it's always great to be here, and we all invite you to come visit our St. Sava Church in Cyprus at your convenience, and we love to visitors and people to come and see us. And we have our festival in April when we have the dances and food and everything. So look us up on the internet. Just put St. Sava, or if you just put Serbian Church, Houston, Texas will pop up, and welcome anytime. God bless you all. And great job to our dancers. One big applause for our dancers. Thank you. Great job, everybody. Thank you so much.
Let's give it up again for the Syrian Folklore Group.
That was wonderful, wonderful performance, guys. Who's having a good time today? Awesome. I love seeing all these beautiful people out here. I see this lovely couple right here in the front. How did you hear about the event? Let's introduce ourselves real quick. I like to interact with the people. Especially Mahalo. No, I'm from the stateside. But I do look like I'm Hawaiian, right? My voice too. Chee-hoo! What's your name? Cielito and?
Louis.
Louis. Where are you guys from? I'm sorry.
I was raised here in Houston. We live here in Spring. We're both retired soldiers. So after we both retired, we moved back here to Houston.
Well, thank you so much for your service. We appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see around us, we have different vendors, sponsors. We have artwork. Why don't you talk a little bit about the artwork today?
So, obviously, these are original installations. Over here, right in front of me, a little bit to my left, we have the Ukrainian peace train. And I want to really point this one out because if you just take a look at it, you can see what it represents. It represents a variety of different cultures. You have just about every flag from around the world on that peace train. And obviously, we know what's going on in Ukraine with Russia. So that represents the end of war and peace.
Beautiful, beautiful. Some of our sponsors here, it takes teamwork to make a dream work, obviously. And if you go around, you get an opportunity to meet our sponsors, our lovely sponsors that have been time and time again very considerate in their involvement and their contributions to iFest USA, ladies and gentlemen. We have the City of Houston. Y'all give it up for the City of Houston. Big shout out to Mayor Sylvester Turner for your support and your love. We have UNESCO. Y'all give it up for UNESCO. What about Mickey D's, McDonald's, y'all? Then we have the Southwest District and Budweiser. And we have several other sponsors that we'll be mentioning throughout the course of the event. Once again, thank you so much for your involvement and your contribution to iFest USA.
And Jim, you know, before we get to the next performers, I do want to point out that in addition to all of these big name booths like T-Mobile and McDonald's that we see around here, the best part about the iFest is that we have vendors selling cultural items from their places of birth, from their nationality. So I implore everybody to take a walk around the reflection pool and check out some of the vendors. I see some jewelry over here. I see a place where you can buy a sari.
Yeah.
Yeah, so make sure we take advantage of all of that as we continue on this day. And with that being said, as I mentioned, sari, we actually have a Hare Krishna performance.
Hare Krishna performance, y'all.
Let's welcome them to the stage.
Namayom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Jaya Radha Nila Madhavra Nila Madhavra
Radha Nila Madhava Radha
Jaya Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan
Jaya Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan
Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai
Gauranitai Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev
Jaya Jaya Gurudev Gurudev
Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev
Harinam Sankirtan ki
All right, ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for our Hare Krishna performers. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank each and every single one of y'all for coming out to iFest USA. It's once again a brand new year, ladies and gentlemen. We are celebrating culture. We are celebrating the beautiful city of Houston, Texas. And want to thank each and every single one of y'all for coming out.
I don't know about you, but after that performance, I feel a lot more at peace.
Real peaceful.
Yeah, give it up, give it up.
We appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for coming out to perform.
So, yeah. So we are still expecting a lot more cultural performances coming up. And while they get settled, we'll introduce the next group. We have the Houston Aztec and Dance Group. Let's give it up for them. Can I get the leader of the group to come up before we introduce the entire group? Can I get a representative to come up and kind of just talk about what we're going to expect? Okay. Some intricate costumes there.
As they're getting
Hell
prepared,
yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, we have the Houston Aztec Dance and Drum. You can visit them at HoustonAztecDance.com, and their phone number is 713-303-6513. As you can see over here, they have a sign, so if you're interested, come check out the sign and be in contact.
I smell the herbs already. It's soothing as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we mentioned before, the cultural events that we have here for this iFest is not only through performances. We also have a lot of great vendors around here, a lot of different cultures that you can go and see displays right here outside of City Hall. So we want to make sure that you all take advantage of that as well.
And the Houston Aztec Dance and Drum, they've been involved with the iFest USA for many years. We want to thank them for being continued supporters and coming out to represent. Hi, Rainflower.
In kwikari kwa we alishli yayi wika yika patika glatso kamati ketsalkoa glatso kamati shipetotek glatso kamati teskalipoka teskalinashklia glatso kamati witzilapochli glatso kamati tatanati our grandfather's son glatso kamati tonansin klali la madre tierra our mother earth glatso kamati weweteo weolin lishli our sacred fires that have continued to burn bright. My name is Abuela Mapihem Palkichaje. All that means in Texas, Guahuitecan language, because I'm a seventh generation descendant of our people here in this territory that we're standing on, Guahuitecan descended folk. Just means little green bird that flies fast in every direction. So basically everywhere I go, I've always planted seeds. Seeds of good thoughts, words, actions, defending women and children first and foremost in all reasons and territory, in every space that we've ceremonially kept or activated. Even standing right here receiving the Indigenous Peoples Day, fighting for 7 years to get the city to acknowledge that there's still an indigenous resistance of people living, survivors of the genocide as we call it. There's a lot going on in our world, and there's a lot to be said about a two-party system that's been illegally placed on our land, Semanawak. But it's neither here nor there because we're looking at future generations, and future generations is real simple. We need clean land, clean water, clean space, healthy spaces for folks to be able to survive, okay? It doesn't even make a difference what side you're on anymore, okay? Whatever's going on the other side of the city, that we all had to come over here to be safe, okay? There's a lot going on ancestrally with what we're keeping as cultural bearers. This is not a game, it's not a trend, it's not a fad. You don't see me on TikTok, even though we might make one later on down the line, just so that these future generations know who we are. We've been here for thousands of years. Get it right. We're Paleolithic Native Amerindians of Texas, Mexico, from Central America, South America. We follow the land, the animals, the migration. It's natural. This concrete building, all this is not natural. And in 280-something years, not even, right? 246 to be exact, of the United States and the whole industrial complex happening, that's why we're fighting for Mother Earth. Because of the way we live, the way we choose to do these things, okay? So we've got to re-embrace the indigenous way. I'm not talking about land back. Ain't nobody giving us our land back. We know that. We lost it fair and square, right? How many times I got told that after this festival, many years, time and time again. We are asking you to re-indigenize your hearts and your minds. We are asking you to connect with the root of your people, wherever they're from, Europe, Africa, Asia, the Americas. Don't play games in what it looks like to misappropriate our culture. Be who you are, represented in a good way. Stay connected to whatever that is your faith, and just understand that what we're doing up here, it's good. It's for the earth. Ain't nobody sacrificing anything but our time, our energy, our own blood on the concrete. Nobody's doing anything illegal right here. What we're doing is generating centrifugal force energy coming out of the earth so that we can all survive and our future generations will have a future. Omateo.
I close it.
We're gonna close the directions, so thank you guys for listening. Don't clap, it's not needed. Clapping changes the energy of the people that are trying to put their intentions out here, so put your hands out. Clapping is European acknowledgement. We're gonna face east, then west, then north and south, the sun, the sky, right, the earth, and then to the fire. So y'all are welcome to face the directions with us. Oh my God.
I would say clap, but as we just heard, that changes the energy. So everybody just thank the Houston Aztec Dance and Drum Group for performing today. It's really a beautiful thing when we can celebrate different cultures from all over the world, especially a culture that originated from the land that we're standing in right now. So that's very, very special for us here. With that being said, speaking of celebrating cultures, not sure if anyone knew this, but this is Asian American Pacific Islander Month. Celebrating the heritage of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. So with that being said, I have the honor and the pleasure of bringing up a very friendly face and a familiar face that you might know, my colleague, Roseanne Aragon from KPRC2 News.
Devin, thank you. Oh my God.
Thank you, Roseanne. It's great to have you with
Thank
us today.
you.
We know you got an anchor, so y'all can look for her tonight on the nightly news.
That's right. I missed the 6 o'clock for this.
Well, we appreciate you being here with us. And you know, when you think about culture, culture has so much to offer. There's food, there's dance, there's clothes.
And can we talk about their stamina?
Exactly.
How beautiful and meaningful what they just did for us here. I mean, shoot. And they went a long time.
They did. They had a lot of energy and a lot of beautiful traditions that we were able to get to see on display. And with that, something that we really don't realize ties into our culture that we do every day is simply waking up and wearing clothes.
Yes, that is true.
I'm wearing an African dashiki. This is
Tell me about it.
Yeah, this is, I mean, that's all I know about it. No, actually, it's a traditional African shirt. And Roseanne, I want to bring attention to your shirt. It's very nice. Just talk to us a little bit about that.
Thank you, Devin. I am a proud Filipina American. My parents were from Manila. My mom was from Pangasinan, so she's Ilocano. Kamusta ka po? This right here, it's called a barong Tagalog. And it is a garment that traditional in the Philippines that actually men wear. And what I'm wearing right here, Devin, are actually pineapple fibers.
Wow.
And we call it piña silk. And so a company, a community organizer I know, started a business where he wants to make sure this tradition in Filipino culture really, thrives. And so he actually fits these, and yes, it's made out of pineapple fibers. Isn't that great?
And it's definitely fitting for the weather right now because it looks very breathable. Talk to me, is the material firm or is it easily?
So go ahead and touch it, maybe they can see. It's a little stiff, but definitely it's breathable. In the Philippines, the Houston weather is just like how it is over there. So when I came here, I thought, oh, this is a taste of my mom's motherland, and roots that I will never forget. Thank you so much for having me, Devin.
Absolutely,
We are
absolutely.
now going into the AAPI celebration. So I'm going to take it from here for just a little bit, if you all will allow me. Again, my name is Roseanne Aragon. I am with KPRC 2, that's Channel 2. 6 o'clock today, I'll be on at 10 o'clock. Awesome, all right, so in true Filipino culture, we feed everybody, so make sure, you see what's out there. Is there anything to eat? All right, I gotta get my Filipinos here next year, all right? We also welcome everybody, so I want you to practice some Tagalog today, okay? And, it's Filipino Tagalog. All right, everyone say, kamusta ka?
Kumusta ka?
All right, thank you, Devin. And everyone respond, mabuti po.
Mabuti po.
Okay, yeah, that's mabuti, not my booty, okay? And that means I'm doing good, thank you, in a polite way, okay? Maybe if you want to say it in English, I'm doing awesome. Okay, well, I'll tell you why, this is amazing and truly awesome that we are here today. It is because we are trying to come together. And I think of all times, coming together is the reason we need to be together. Coming together is the reason we need to stay together in order to overcome the challenges that we as a community and a society has faced. This right here, this kind of solidarity, this togetherness to become one community is the dream my parents dreamt for me. To thrive in a place where differences are celebrated in unity. Everyone, look to your neighbor, get to know them. Say kamusta ka. There's another concept that I want to teach you all about. It's called bayanihan. And that is derived from the word bayan, which literally means nation, community, home. Bayanihan is the spirit of community and cooperation that defines Filipino values. And I believe that Houston and America share those values as well. Bayanihan is the Filipino culture, the spirit we call upon when someone in our community or bayan is in need. Literally, the image of bayanihan is our Filipino people calling upon their neighbors to move a house of a neighbor. And they create a bamboo structure, make it strong by putting those bamboo sticks together and carrying them like their own tribe as a family, carrying the house on top of those bamboo sticks. And they physically move the community to where they need to go. That is bayanihan, and that is what I'm hoping we get to share today, which is like what I said, why we are here today. It's to come together in the face of adversity. It's to come together to fight evil, to fight hate, to fight separation with the exact opposite. So thank you. Thank you for being here today. Thank you to the organizers for doing what they can to make sure that this happened today. Because it almost didn't. And I can tell you they worked day and night to make sure that we are all here, the vendors are all here, and I told them, I said, guys, it looks so amazing to see you all together. So can we give the organizing committee and iFest a round of applause for fighting hate with the exact opposite? I want to challenge you today to celebrate in togetherness, to be a part of this community and talk to the stranger and make them not a stranger today. Enjoy their company. Enjoy these performances because I'm telling you, everyone who chose to be here today is here because we want to heal together. All right, thank you so much for having me. We are going to move on with the program. I'm excited, so bring your energy and give them your love. All right, without further ado, I would like to invite the Chujao Association Unicorn Dance and Lion Dance Team. Can we give them a warm Houston round of applause?
Big round of applause, y'all.
Awesome. All right, and while they're setting up, I would like to call on the coach, Mark Bong, to come up with me. All right, Mr. Mark, you're on deck, friend. You'll do just fine. Okay, so I'm really excited to introduce this group. I looked them up. They're located in the heart of Chinatown here in Houston. They've been doing this for years, and if you can't, guess, this performance here is going to wow you. All right, so Mark Bong, he is the coach. Can you just talk to us about what is the performance we're going to be seeing today?
Hi everyone, thank you for having us. Today we are going to be doing the Chinese lion dance. This dance traditionally is supposed to ward off evil spirit and bring good luck and happiness to all. Thank you, and I hope you all enjoy the show.
All right, thank you. Looks like the dragons bowed. Thank you so much. Please give them another round of applause. That was amazing. I saw the dragon showing off at the end there. Good job, guys. Good job, everybody. All right, here we go. Would you kindly come up? Good job. All the lions looking good. All right.
That is an athletic
All the
dance.
lions. All right. Oh, actually, this is a good learning moment. Let's go to the center here. Okay. So I mistakenly called them dragons when we should be calling them lions. Could you tell us why?
Okay, so the lion and dragon is actually two different animals. The one you see here is a lion. The dragon is actually much longer. It usually take about anywhere between 6 to 10 people performing it. So when you see this, only 2 people, it's a lion. Okay, and it looks really, really different. A dragon looks more like a dragon.
I had no idea. Please give him a round of applause. And thank you for correcting me.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. You guys did a wonderful job.
That's what we do. We're here to educate. We're here to educate.
That's right, and come together. All right, so now we have some speakers that we're going to be inviting to the stage here. If we can have this dynamic duo come up here. Okay, thanks guys. All right, so we are here to be talking about a convention you all may know. It's been in Houston for more than 10 years, and I'm told it's one of the biggest. I'm here with Denise Lee and also Kendall, who will be explaining the Anime Matsuri.
Happy Asian Heritage Month, everyone. If you don't know what anime is, it's Japanese animation. in color, basically. So Anime Matsuri is actually is the biggest anime convention in Texas and the second largest in our nation, in North America for that matter. We have had about 28 different countries attend Anime Matsuri, and this year it's held at the George R. Brown Convention Center once again on July 28th to 31st of this summer. So I just wanted to explain to you that although it's not just about anime, we're also celebrating Japanese culture in general. We're all about coming together as here at iFest, but also a way to support each other and all the businesses that have a part of Anime Matsuri. We're going to be having hundreds of exhibitors as well as hundreds of artists from all over North America. And we have the entire George R. Brown Convention Center, as well as the outdoor festival that we have added last year, and it's called Tenjin Festival. And this is going to be a celebration of all the Japanese culture events. A lot of programming comes within our convention, and Kendall here is actually cosplaying today. Does everyone know what cosplay is? It's costume in play, and you dress up as your favorite character, whether it be from games or from animation or from movies. So please come in colorful costumes if you can, and we'd love to have you. But moreover, we are celebrating just a lot of different events at the convention. We have hundreds of hours of programming. Whether you love cosplaying, there's also a cosplay contest, but we also have huge musical acts that we are having performed this year. We have K-pop, if you're into K-pop, on Thursday, July 28th, and J-pop, Japanese pop, on Saturday evening. For more information about what goes on at Anime Matsuri, please feel free to go to our booth in the back opposite of the City Hall here, as well as animematsuri.com, and please follow us at Anime Matsuri. We also have a cosplay cafe, escape room, all kinds of events happening at the convention. See you there. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Appreciate it so much.
Thank you, ladies. And yeah, I see the booth in the back. Everybody
Where
needs
is
to
it,
check.
Devin?
It's all the way right straight in front
Straight
of us.
ahead.
And I
That's the
believe
booth there.
It looks like there's a car. Tess, is that a...
Oh,
Yeah, the guy's waving in the back. So make sure you check out that booth before you leave here.
awesome.
All right.
Okay, so we have another performance coming up, and this one is a pretty cool one. I was looking up what exactly that they're working with, and it's actually part of the Raindrop Foundation's Kazakh Art School in Houston. We have three students in this act here, and they are working and they're playing what's called a dombra. How many of you know what that is? A dombra. Okay, all right, so we're going to learn
It's not
today.
something you hear every day.
No,
You
it
gotta
really
admit.
isn't. Have you ever seen a dombra?
I have not seen it until today, but it does look like other instruments of its kind from other cultures. So it is a...
Like a lute?
Yeah, exactly. Or
Similar to a
ukulele or
lute.
something.
Right. It's
So what exactly is it, though, for those who may not know?
right. So in learning about the dombra, we know that it's a traditional instrument that is popular in Turkish communities in Central Asia. And so, this group here is actually just a little piece, just a few of the 20 students that are actually learning how to play this traditional instrument right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this right here, these students here, I think, do we have one more? She'll come after? Okay, so.
And as you can see, it looks kind of like a guitar. You know, it's an acoustic instrument with two strings, and they change the notes by moving the position of their fingers on the instrument. So it's not a traditional guitar, it's a dobra, and it's interesting to see how similar certain instruments are, even though they're from completely different cultures.
Right, and I'm sure they're proud and they're excited to show this to us. So can we please give them a round of applause? The next performance is from the Raindrop Foundation again. This is the Kyrgyz dance by Kyrgyzstan. Please give them a round of applause.
Bayırkıdan canım bir baktı bızga cangan bir başa alıp kırgızan bardığına mayran bir hırvı çapkan calıncaş ötüp gitse tağılmaz her jigitke şaymaşa her gipiyle karındaş her gipiyle her gipiyle her gipiyle her gipiyle şunkargana takkanday uçup bara jatkanday kalpınalı jarışka tay durunu çapkanday kanday adam kim turat albay jürüp kulkunat жалпы тегиз бийлесек жалындасın ынтымақ дайрадай дайрадай күлгү келип тилектен күйүп жаны күн өткөн жаның барда өчүрбө жалыныңды жүрөктөн шарапаттуу дүйнөдөй шаңга кошул сүрдөбөй кантип чыдап турасың карап четте бийлебей эргипиле 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 шуңкаргалар каккандай учуп бара жаткандай талпыналы жарышка тай туруну чапкандай кандай адам ким турат албай жүрөк толкунат жалпы тегиз бийлесек жалындасың ынтымак дайрадай дайрадай Жартыкенде чагылган жаралган би жалындан шат өмүргө жарык бол шам чырактай жагылган күлкү менен жашарып күн балдары аталып бийлеп кары жашыбыз бир кумарга баталык 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 шуңкаргана каккандай учуп бара жаткандай талпыналы жарышка тай туруну чапкандай кандай адам ким турат албай жүрөк булкунат жалпы тегиз бийлесек жалындасың ынтымак кандай адам ким турат албай жүрөк булкунат жалпы тегиз бийлесек жалындасың 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 ынтымак
Finally give them one last curtsy. Give them, look at how beautiful. Look at how beautiful. One more, ladies, just like this. All right, thank you.
Adorable.
How old are you? 8. You're 8? How old are you? 9.
Are you sisters? So who's older? Okay, so how talk to me a little bit about the dance and how long you practice every day?
We are practice little bit, and then we are doing with the music. Then my mom tell me the one festival we like wanna go there and then do something, show for everyone everything.
Wow.
Teach.
So can you maybe show me and Mr. Devon over here what can you teach us a turn, or can you show us a little bit?
Yes, we can show.
We're not naturals like you, but we'll try our best, okay?
Okay, so maybe teach us one move. Can you show us one thing?
We can show the one thing like this.
Okay. What do we do? Maybe everyone in the crowd. Let's try
How
and
does it
support
work?
her.
Yeah, let's all of us do it.
And what is that? What is that?
It's like the girls in Kyrgyzstan dancing that and then showing for everyone.
Okay, so let's do it,
Amazing.
Devin. Can we do it together on 3? 1, 2, 3. You got them all to do it. Okay, thank you so much,
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. All
Great
right.
job, great
You guys
job.
are so beautiful and so talented. All right. Coming up to our next performance, we would like to call up the group Hanarea. Would you kindly come up with us? would we kindly ask you 2 questions? Is that okay? Yeah, go for it. Okay, he's ready. Devin, we got him here.
Let's go.
Let's go center stage. All right.
I love the garb as well. The very intricate outfits over there. First of all, let's not you. But this is American culture, you know. You got to celebrate all the cultures. But just talk to us a little bit about the performance and where it came from, the ethnic origins of it.
And your name?
Okay, so sorry. So my name is Chi Lee. We're part of the Hanare group, based out of Houston. We basically promote traditional Korean culture in and around the greater Houston area. So today we have 2 performances. The first is the flower coronet dance, which is derived from royal court dances of the Korean royal court. So it's all somewhat fusion with some newer techniques. The second dance, performed by Wonderbox, who we work with quite heavily, is basically K-pop. I can't explain K-pop, but it's K-pop, right?
I don't think K-pop, does it need an explanation? Does K-pop need an explanation?
Probably not.
Okay, I'm not going to do this. We'll leave it to them.
How far does this date back?
So obviously K-pop only date back recently, but in terms of traditional dance, that dates all the way back to the royal times. So there's links all the way back into ancient history of the Korean culture. So
wonderful.
It does have a long history.
Great, and I know that our audience here will want to know about those beautiful cultural wear, that beautiful cultural wear. Lady, would you kindly come up here, please? Thank you. Would you kindly talk to us about the culture behind what they're wearing?
So basically that's a hanbok, but it's more of a royal hanbok, and so it's something that would be worn in the royal arena. What's important is the actual headpiece, which is, I think it's linked to more flower, or it's marriage
Very ornate.
piece, right? Yes, very ornate marriage piece. So it's a bit of a blend of everything, but it's more of a royal clothing.
So sorry. 昔の結婚式のスタイル。
Yeah, and it's all like a traditional wedding style dress.
For wedding, celebration.
Very much so.
All right. Well, without further ado.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get the celebration started here.
All right.
All right.
Hanarea.
그리하게 바뀌다이 오냐 나의 뒤가 될수 그니 속에 된 the one 비리람 밤밤 바리람 밤밤 난 want you work so 나는 나 there's no problem yeah yeah I'm sorry yeah yeah I'm sorry yeah yeah now let me get you to slow down I'm like calling me there I can't go there let me introduce myself introduce myself.
새로운 세대가 열려 있는 그대로 받아들여 뭐가 다른지 보여줄게 날 따라 follow up 소리 높여 하나가 돼 We make it fire 우린 좀 young and wild 태어날 때부터 치열하게 자라왔지 조금 독한 타입 그저 앞만 보고 어둠을 뚫고 왔지 아서도 F-E-R-E-N-T 터뜨려 난 like a boom boom pow 기보다시는 형제들과 더 높은 꿈을 향해 가 Let's fly 이제 시작이야 이 탐스란 내 안에 잠들던 눈빛을 깨워 이제는 너와 나의 길 시간이 됐어 모두 일어나 Burn it up We burning bright work Burn it up We burning bright work 날 보이는 숨지 말고 눈을 떠 모두가 기다렸던 날 깨워 Turn it up 참지 말고 일어서 간절히 바래왔어 날 깨워 어둠이 내려 그 높은 벽이 날 막아도 이제 난 내일이 두렵지 않아 더 이상 혼자가 아닐 테니 침묵을 깨고 더 높이 떠오를 때가 바로 지금이야 와야 하나도 남기지 말고 돌아보지 말고 저 위로 We know how to live our life 오늘은 달같이 하늘 위로 올라 We don't know how to live your life 오늘은 달같이 하늘 위로 올라 Burn it up
Up. Wonderbox, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, you never know with the false endings of K-pop. They keep you in suspense. Good job, guys. Wow, nice job. Yeah, it's hot. We got you. We're fanning you here.
Very in sync.
Okay, Devin, it's your turn. I promised our viewers a surprise.
Oh.
I didn't, but I'm doing it now. Could you give us some K-pop? Come on, some K-pop dancing.
Hold on, wait a minute. This is not part of the pro.
That's right. Oh.
If I do anything more, I'll break my bones. So let me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what
Devin, we'll see you on TV. We will see you on. All right, we got you. Come here next year.
Okay.
Our AAPI celebration continues. We are not done yet. We've got a lot more in store for you all.
Right, I want to invite Victoria Nguyen up here with her beautiful ladies. All right. Oh my goodness, you just look so pretty. And would you kindly tell us about what you are wearing, the cultural significance, and also what you all will be performing today?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Victoria Nguyen, and I'm so proud to be here and honored to be here with my dance team, Hoài Hương dancers. And we are now in front of you wearing a traditional Vietnamese dress. It's also called áo dài. This is a dress that is passed on for generation to generation. It's being worn by everybody in Vietnam, whether you old or young, go to school, teachers wearing it, weddings, etc. The only difference is we have different colors to depict the reason of our wearing. But like I said, this is a traditional dress that we have upkept over generation, passed on to generation through generation. And we are so proudly to be here and present to let you see our traditional dress, áo dài.
And let's talk about the headpiece too. I see some artwork on it. Does it always match the dress?
That's one of the design, but it's have different headpieces, that you can wear different colors too. Yeah.
All right.
Today we are going to perform a song that also talking about traditional Vietnamese dress, áo dài.
All right, give them a round of applause. Okay.
trên đường như mây xuống phố, áo tung sân trường tựa cánh chim câu. Đẹp biết bao quê hương cho ta chiếc áo nhiệm màu, dù ở đâu Paris, London hay những miền xa, thoáng thấy áo dài bay trên đường phố sẽ thấy tâm hồn quê hương ở đó. Em ơi, tung bay táo tung bay, xôn xao một trời nắng đỏ. Tung bay táo tung bay, áo mây trăng đầu ngọn gió. Tung bay táo tung bay, tím tiếc những chiều hoàng hôn. Tung bay táo tung bay, xanh xanh đồng cỏ quê hương. Ta nghe tiếng bước chân em, xôn xao đường về phố nhỏ. Tung bay táo thân quen, cánh chim bay chào ngọn gió. Ta nghe từ trái tim em, tiếng hát ngập tràn yêu thương. Mai đây dù có đi xa, trong tim là cả quê hương. Tà áo em bay 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 trong gió nhẹ nhàng. Tà áo em bay 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 trên phố dịu dàng. Áo bay trên đường như mây xuống phố, áo tung sân trường tựa cánh chim câu. Đẹp biết bao quê hương cho ta chiếc áo nhiệm màu, dù ở đâu Paris, London hay những miền xa. Thoáng thấy áo dài bay trên đường phố sẽ thấy tâm hồn quê hương ở đó. Em ơi, tung bay táo tung bay, xôn xao một trời nắng đỏ. Tung bay táo tung bay, áo mây trăng đầu ngọn gió. Tung bay táo tung bay, tím tiếc những chiều hoàng hôn. Tung bay táo tung bay, xanh xanh đồng cỏ quê hương. Ta nghe tiếng bước chân em, xôn xao đường về phố nhỏ. Tung bay táo thân quen, cánh trên bờ trào ngoan gió ta nghe từ trái tim em tiếng hát ngập tràn yêu thương mãi đây dù có đi xa trong tim là cả quê hương.
Well, we have more. And I'm sure, you know, anyone who has been here did not miss these beautiful ladies right over there.
How could you miss them in their ornate dresses as well?
I think you would notice if you were sitting right next to
Right,
them.
right. And to better actually explain the cultural significance of all of this, we have the Mayor Pro Temp of Stafford, Alice Chin. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
All right, talk to us a little bit about the group and what we can expect to see from them.
Sure. Good afternoon, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? My name is Alice Chen. I'm a Stafford City Council. I'm the first Asian American woman who was elected as a City Council for 2019 as Stafford City Council.
Wow.
Thank you for all the
Wow.
support from the community. We are here to celebrate Asian Heritage Month. And today, let me proudly present to you the Eastern Pearl Troop. All these ladies, they wear the traditional Chinese outfit. It's like every one of them like a princess. So yellow is an emperor color, and the red is romantic and the festival color. All bring the lucky to everybody. So all these ladies, some of them are PhD, doctors, scientists, engineer, housewife, teacher. All 16 beautiful ladies gonna give you a fashion show. Ladies and gentlemen, give it a round of applause. Eastern Asian Pro Group.
All right, we're excited. Thank you so much.
Okay, one last round of applause for these beautiful ladies and for putting on such a beautiful fashion show. Just beautiful. All right, can we get our next group, Unipro Texas, and also Pineapple Industries to come up here from the Filipino American community? Awesome, I'm glad we have some representation today. All right, starting with Pineapple Industries, remember at the beginning when I told you I'm wearing something very meaningful? Well, traveling from New York is the man who made it, Randy Gonzalez with Pineapple Industries. So we showed our viewers here, our guests here, the beautiful garment that I'm wearing, the barong. Can you kindly tell us about what I'm wearing and how it's made?
Of course. Hi, Houston. It's my pleasure to be here from New York. This is a wonderful city. I'm having a great time. Ro is a great friend of mine. And so Ro is actually wearing the national garment of the Philippines, the Barong Tagalog, which literally means the dress of the Tagalog people. And that's of the northern Philippines, the island of Luzon. It's a whole territory. So the fabric is actually made out of pineapple leaf fibers. So it's actually extracted from the leaves of pineapples. I'll do a fashion show. Okay. And we are, the Philippines is the only country that makes piña fabric like that. So if you go indoors and you'll see the light shine on it, it actually has this very unique glow. It is the most, in my opinion, it's the most beautiful fabric in the world. There's nothing like it. It's completely made by hand. It takes days to make, and it costs a lot of money, sir.
I was going to ask, it looks like Roseanne was telling me just the climate in the Philippines, very hot.
Very, very hot.
Is that the reason why it's kind of breathable?
Very much so. And it's, we use what we have. So we had cotton, and we also, when the Spanish came, they brought pineapples. We used banana leaf fibers. We used what we had at our disposal. And so this fabric has been made for hundreds of years. It's made exactly the same way. And we are the only country that actually makes this.
How do you extract fiber from pineapple?
Okay, so people actually take broken ceramic plates, and they scrape down the leaves of the pineapples to get to the inside, and they get each of these fibers. They tie the fibers together, they wash them, and they weave them, all by hand.
Wow.
And it's very labor intensive, and that's only the fabric. The embroidery is actually called calado. It's a Spanish style of embroidery, hand embroidery. It takes about 4 weeks to make just rose barong, just the embroidery. So, and the fabric itself, it takes days to make this portion of this fabric.
Wow.
I'm wearing art.
You're wearing a piece of art.
And this is families in the Philippines make yours.
Correct. They make them out of their homes. And so this is still a cottage industry, and you're wearing a piece of the Philippines, a piece of our culture. So I'm very honored to be here, Ro. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I mean, I know you traveled from New York, and I said we have to show, because I can only explain so much, straight from the primary source here. Please give him a round of applause.
Amazing.
Awesome. Awesome. And shout out to Unipro Texas, also a leadership group. I do the programming for it a few years ago. And if you could just kindly just explain Unipro Texas. How many Filipinos we have in the house today? Can we, Filipino family? Okay, so we have honorary Filipino family here. Would you kindly just briefly talk about Unipro?
Yeah, well, how many people are having a great time? A lot of beautiful performances. Yes, and it's just wonderful for us to come together and celebrate Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. As you know, our communities were the backbone of America, and just to celebrate, you know, the sacrifices of our immigrant parents, as well as just the contributions in history, whether it be the railroad or even the Delano Manongs who paved the way for equal rights in the workforce. You know, a lot of America's backbone comes from us. So as we continue to come together and celebrate, my name is Mark Sampella. I'm from Dallas. I'm part of Filipino American Unity for Progress, but we've handed it down now. And my encouragement, you know, during this very difficult time is just to come together. You know, I think the biggest impact that you can make is having conversations with people around you, people you don't understand. How many of us are actually talking to our coworkers? How many of us are actually talking to our classmates? How many of us are actually trying to understand the other? And that itself is actually a core Filipino value, which is kapwa. Kapwa is being able to see yourself in another and finding that connection. So as we continue to celebrate Asian American Pacific Islander Month, I encourage y'all to have a sense of kapwa and have understanding and love for one another. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Mark, former president of Unipro Texas. That's the Filipino American Leadership Group. All right, so one more Filipino word. Can we get salamat?
Salamat!
That means thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, moving on. AAPI celebration. We have our AAPI recognitions and awards presented by Andrew G., who led this portion of the program. Mr. Andrew G., could you come up? And also those accepting the awards or accepting on someone's behalf, come up as well. All right, Mr. G., would you kindly tell us, you know, why you put together this program and why it was so important to be here today, Mr. G.?
So I got called in to bring the Asian part to the festival. Being AAP, May is the Asian celebration month, so we want to make sure that we brought our community to the festival, show our piece of the community to this great tapestry that we have that Houston is an international festival. We've been doing international festivals for many, many years. We did it with a little more local ideas and flares lately. LJ, he's the coordinator of the whole thing. He helped me come here, get all of the different Asian communities out there. We wanted to get as many abroad participation as we could. So we not only just this usual China, Japan, Korea, but we also added Vietnam. We were fortunate things came together. Got Kyrgyzstan, Turkey, trying to get a Filipino dance group, and that was a little bit late, so we filled that in. But everything's coming together great. Houston's amazing. Everybody is a part of the community. Everybody's celebrated. So we all want to show up, show our thing, make sure that everybody knows that we're all here. Absolutely. Enjoy everything that we all do together. So I think that's great. We had obviously some change of plans. We were trying to be on Discovery Green and had some videos. One of the sponsors, Donna Cole, she pointed us to a great AARP video about Asian Americans in the military. And, you know, we've been in the military in small numbers, but from the very beginning. So I thought that was a very interesting one. We've got Asia Society, another one of our partners. They've been doing so many great things over the years. We had a great community spot that they have on Asians participating in the community as long as we've been here. So those are kind of some of the themes that we're bringing along, is participation in the community, honoring the community, celebrating the community, unity with the community. So those are all the different things that we've got going on. So that's kind of what we're trying to do with the festival, trying to bring our part of the AAPI to the festival. So we've got a couple of awards. So the person that brought me on is the recipient of the International Leadership Award, Ellen Goldberg. She's been so much a part of Houston and the community. She's being awarded for the excellence in diversity and inclusion in international leadership, outstanding participation for inclusive practices and fostering diversity and inclusion in education, promotion of the international community. She'd done so much for so many groups. She's head of the Sister Cities for a number of years. She led, let me see here. She was the founding president of the Houston Abu Dhabi Sister City Society and served as president for 8 years of the global president, Sister Cities of Houston, the umbrella organization. They have 19 sister cities. So for those of you that aren't familiar with sister cities, Houston is paired up with another city from another country through the Sister Cities program, and we do exchanges and celebrate each other through that. So that's been an excellent program. Houston was able to actually host the Global Sister Cities meeting right before COVID shut us down. So that's Houston's community, not only in amongst ourselves, but also interacting and communicating with the world through so many trade and organizations, cultural and everything else. So Ellen was a great part of that. She has a great background in business in Houston, many years selling furniture. She's been with so many different organizations doing so many different things. She is a writer. She wrote a book and so many other things. One of our other loves is cinema, and she got very engaged with the Indian Film Festival. So she's done so many things. So she also was a big friend and supporter of our other award nominee, who I'll get to next, but for receiving the award, we've got Sutapa Ghosh receiving for Ellen. She had a death in the family just this week, so Sutapa will be receiving that for her.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
All for Ellen.
Yes, all for Ellen.
Yeah.
Say a couple words for her.
Yes, she got a speech. Good evening or good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
You can see I'm not Alan Goldberg, but she's just like my second mother, and I truly mean it. She couldn't be here because of some personal things she's going through right now. She just lost her husband. So she gave a speech, and I'm going to read it out to you. This is for you, Alan. I'm humbled to receive the Humanitarian Award and thanks the iFest USA API Selection Committee and Board of Governors. My passion is bringing people together for collaboration to help the community. I'm grateful for the opportunities provided by Sister Cities of Houston, which is connected to 19th international municipalities. Whether culture, education, business, or humanitarian, its projects improve the lives of others. I try to live by the Jewish concept, tikkun olam. Loosely translated, it means to mend the world. I accept this award on behalf of the many volunteers around the globe who work tirelessly to make the world a better place. Thank you, Alan.
Thank you, Sutapa. Okay. So that was for Ellen Goldberg, great friend, supporter of the iFest. So let's see. Next, we wanted to honor actually Sutapa herself for her creativity, her energy, her sharing of the Indian community, great part of the Houston community. Sutapa has been recognized as one of the 100 most creative people in Texas. She's put together 2 award-winning films, Utsab and Titli, directed by Ritu Parno Ghosh. She founded the Indian Film Festival of Houston, and she's produced music albums with Rita Coolidge, Brent Lewis, and Sonu Nigam. She's demonstrated history working in the oil and gas field, great for Houston. She's done so many other things. She's in the advisory board at Houston Community College for Film and Television, recognized for achievements by so many different places. She's got a master's degree in marketing from Rhode Island and a bachelor's degree in music. So we wanted to honor Sutapa Ghosh. Thank you.
Okay, we do this again?
We do this again.
This one's for you.
This time for you.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Come on.
Okay.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Here you go.
Thank you. And yes, I am Sutapa Ghosh. And good evening again. I'm humbled to receive the API Leadership Award. I want to thank iFest USA, API Selection Committee, and Board of Governors. Also, I want to thank all the sponsors, artists, and volunteers who helped to put this event together, because I know what all it takes to make this happen. We are what our thought made us. So take care about what you think. I can do things that you cannot, and you can do things I cannot. But together we can do great things. Again, not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. Enjoy rest of the evening, and thank you.
Thank you so much. So just on the side note, the Barong Tagalog, awesome for Houston. I got married, Filipino lady, and we had those for our groomsmen outfits. So instead of being in Houston in the heat in one of the suit or something, we had that. It was awesome. There you go.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, we will take it from here. All right, let's get this thing out of the way, would we, guys? Because we have another wonderful performance here. I'd like to call up Adnan. Adnan, he will be playing the oud. Kindly come up. And Devin, would you like to lead this interview?
Yeah, I see another acoustic instrument here.
The oud.
Talk to me a little bit. First of all, what's your name?
My name is Adnan, last name Hamden.
Okay, and where is this oud from?
Well, nobody knows exactly. That's about 16th century BC, so it started, that time. So nobody knows exactly where it comes from. Just, yep.
And talk to me a little bit about what it is. I see it has several strings on it, and it looks like some of the strings are even doubled up.
Correct. These are 6 strings. It's double, and the last one is the C. So it's 1. It's the low one.
All right. Well, then let me let you get started.
Hello, everyone. How are you today? Are you ready? You like the heat? It's hot. My name's Adnan. I'm from Lebanon. I'll be playing Middle Eastern music. That's called oud. And actually playing all kind of Middle Eastern music, all mixed up. Do you hear this? Are you? Is it good? Because I can't hear it. اشرب وسقيني من العين تكرم عالراس وعالعين. اشرب وسقيني من العين مثلك يا سكر بيدوب الاسمراني يا مغيوب. مثلك يا سكر بيدوب يا اسمراني يا مغيوب. معقول لاقي محبوب مش معقول نلاقي اتنين لك عالراس وعالعين. اشرب وسقيني من العين تكرم عالراس وعالعين. اشرب ولقيني من العين مثلك يا سكر بيدوب يا اسمراني يا مغيوب. مثلك يا سكر بيدوب اسمراني يا مغيوب. معقول نلاقي محبوب ومش معقول نلاقي اتنين. يا حبيبي يا ابو الاحباب وخدودك ورد وعنا. يا حبيبي يا ابو الاحباب يا خدودك ورد وعنا. يا تسلم لي ما محلاك يا تسلم لي ما احلاك. احلى من الكحل على العين مثلك يا سكر بيدوب يا اسمراني يا مغيوب. مثلك يا سكر بيدوب يا اسمراني يا مغيوب. معقول نلاقي محبوب ومش معقول نلاقي اتنين. هيلا يا واسع هيلا هيلا هيل مركبك راجع هيلا هيلا هيل عتمتك هيلا بسمتك غيلا 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 هيلا يا واسع مركبك راجع عتمتك هيلا بسمتك غيلا 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 هيلا 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 أهلا بهالطلي أهلا أهلا بهالعين الكحلة أهلا بهالطلي أهلا أهلا بهالعين الكحلة ضحكت لك وردات الدار وقالت لك أهلا وسهلا ضحكت لك وردات الدار وقالت لك أهلا وسهلا طلت عجنولك طلت عخدودك يا حبايب كرمال وجودك خليت الدنيا واغلى يا حبايب كرمال وجودك حبيت الدنيا واغلى اهلا بهالطلي اغلى اهلا بهالعين الكحله اهلا بهالطلي اهلا اهلا بهالعين الكحله ضحكت لك وردات الدار وقالت لك اهلا وسهلا ضحكت لك وردات الدار وقالت لك اهلا وسهلا دخل عيوني لولا عيوني دخل عيوني لولا عيونك ما جينا ووصلتينا بنص البير وقطعت الحبل فينا ويلي 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 خلينا نفرح فيكي تنزورك ونداريكي خلينا نفرح فيكي تنزورك ونداريكي شو ما عملنا ترضيني شو ما عملته يرضينا وصلتينا بنص البير وقطعت الحبل فينا ويلي 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 ومتى نرقص يا صبي وش بيكي ايديكي بايدي خلينا نلعب بكرة خلينا نلعب بكرة نرقص ونغني يا صبي ومتى نرقص يا صبي بيكي ايديكي بايدي خلينا نلعب بكرة خلينا نلعب بكرة نصوت نغني يا صبي وميقولي نرقص صبي وش بيكي ايديكي بايدي خلينا نلعب بكرة خلينا نلعب بكرة نرقص ونغني يا صبي اخر ايام الصيفي تسبي شوي شوي وصلت عالساحة ما يصير ريم وانقطعت فينا العربية لا 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 أخرنا وشو طالع بالإيد حبيبي سرقتنا المواعيد أخرنا وشو طالع بالإيد حبيبي سرقتنا المواعيد أنا وفي انفك بعيني عمرها ما تمشي العربي آخر أيامي الصيفية تلقي شوي شوي جيت عالساحة ما يصير ليم وانقطعت فينا العربية Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Adnan Hamdan, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. From Lebanon.
Thank you, Adnan. Thank you for closing out this portion. Thank you so much. Oh my God.
Good evening. How y'all doing? Good, good. We bring you greetings, and we certainly want to welcome you once again on behalf of iFest and the committee and all of the dignitaries. And let's give it up for our great mayor of this city, Houston, Texas, Mayor Sylvester Turner. Let's clap. Happy to see him and some selective friends. There is a difference, brothers and sisters, between union and unity. It's a very interesting dichotomy. If I were to join together a dog's tail and a cat's tail, you would have union rather, but you won't have unity. Because unity is the epitome of people living harmoniously together with a collective agreement of embracing the common race. What would it be like if all of us were to embrace love and forgiveness? I believe that we will experience a great panacea, a global healing across the world. I believe that if we were to embrace our diversities and differences and from a common place and its history and all of the changes and the creativeness of this beautiful world, this beautiful creation, I believe that we can end racism and systemic racism. I believe that we can put an end to political corruption. I believe that we can put an end to creating laws that doesn't necessarily benefit mankind. I come from a long lineage of helping people. I've been a community leader for over 43 and a half years in serving thousands and thousands of people, not just in Houston, but across the land. I'm a man of faith, and I do believe what the Bible says, that he who is kind to the poor, you lend to the Lord. And when we oppress the poor so that we can silk our pockets with wealth, the Bible says eventually you'll lose your wealth and health. And so we're here collectively in this wonderful city. We've just experienced a horrific situation in Uvalde, Texas. Our thoughts and prayers, extended love go to them. We've been praying for them. We have prayer warriors all over the state of Texas by the hundreds praying for this global healing to take place. And so I'm here to suggest to us that we need to pause for the cause, for solidarity, to pay homage for the 19 babies that lost their lives, the victims, the 2 adults, the educators, and what has ravaged this country. far too long. I do believe that good laws, wonderful love, and forgiveness will be the great healer. And you may say that that's wishful thinking. You may say that that's some type of fantasy. Well, what's wrong with that? I believe that as we come together, don't look at necessarily color as some strange dichotomy, but as a creative expression of God as the creator, that he made us all as the human race. So let us pause for the cause, whatever faith that you are embracing, we respect that faith. Let us pause for a 1 minute of homage, the spirit of unity, the spirit of healing, the spirit of love and forgiveness.